All right, guys, so this is Mike. I met Mike about 6 years ago in jiu-jitsu. He's one of the most interesting people I know. Grew up in New York City, went to Columbia University, worked on Wall Street for a long time, has over 35 years of trading experience. This guy is a fountain of knowledge and he's fascinating, hilarious guy. And this here is mic'd up at the training lab. I don't really know what I'm gonna call it. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below, but I'm basically miking up my favorite people, letting them tell you their story while we work out. It's gonna be a cool little series we got going on, so let's get into it.
Okay, we're back. So I didn't overdo it yesterday with the food. It's when I train that I crave the nutrition. So you can't eat shitty if you're working out hard.
Interesting you say that, because I ate like absolute dog shit.
I know, but you have like 2% body fat. I don't like these.
Bro, these are the worst.
But
It's getting better though, huh?
it's getting better.
It's good, man.
You have to go, just like anything in life, sometimes the shit that doesn't feel good is the best thing for you. Like managing risk in the markets, if the financial decision feels good, it's typically not good for you financially. Because there's fight or flight mechanism at work. People want safety.
Right.
But safety means no risk, and if there's no risk, there's no reward.
Facts.
So oftentimes it's like a big hair trigger response. They have a gain, they're like, shit, I gotta take the gain. I'm like, no, just put in your protective stop and turn off the screen and go play guitar. I used to leave the office and take the elevator. We were on the 29th floor in Murray Hill section of Manhattan. I'd go downstairs and I'd walk around the block to process the feelings.
Yeah.
Because if I sat there watching it tick by tick, it would induce you to do the wrong thing.
Right, you're overthinking it now.
At the exact wrong time.
I feel you.
You know, it's like jiu-jitsu, don't get submitted.
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have a special mental disposition for it. If you like being right and that's where your self-esteem is, you're gonna lose your balls. You're gonna lose a lot of money just to feed your ego.
Yeah.
Just like doing jiu-jitsu, right? How many guys you see come in super jacked, very athletic, they last like 2 months and they can't take it. Why? It's too big to their ego.
Ego's a killer for sure, huh?
It can be. It's the biggest hurdle to success, I think. You need to have a healthy sense of self-esteem, and you definitely have to act intentionally. But the minute you start becoming emotionally invested in the outcome of pretty much anything in life, you're satisfying, to me, an emotional need, not necessarily a financial one.
You choke.
You completely choke. And you choke yourself, which is the worst. Oh, this one sucks right here. Ooh.
But the stakes get higher that way too, huh?
Well, what happens is when you start getting a little taste of the success, you're like, well, that wasn't really that difficult. It seemed like the feelings that I wanted to feel were on the other side of the feelings that I didn't want to feel today.
Yeah.
So if I could just get through today, tomorrow will be okay. And so then you go through that experience and you're like, okay, that wasn't bad. And then that becomes your habit. You know, everyone's like, well, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Well, that's easier said than done, you know? And then what happens is once you do that, it builds your self-esteem. Because you don't have any when you start. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. So you're like, well, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. Am I doing this one right?
Yes, sir. That's perfect.
And that was hard. It's hard to get out of your own way because there was no Discords, there was no Telegrams, there was no Twitter. There's no mobile technology then.
Right.
It was just you and your higher power.
Yeah.
What do you want out of the situation?
I saw a quote recently that said, you don't plant a seed in the ground and then dig it up every day to see how it's doing, you know?
100%.
You just have faith that you're watering it well and it's going to sprout at some point. And that's some shit right there, man.
Like everything is fake. Everything is fake.
Yeah.
Everyone's problems these days, I think, stems from a lack of faith. So, like he said, like the human nature is to run towards comfort and safety because we don't have faith, and then you end up settling for what won't kill you. You know?
Yeah.
You know, look at yourself and you say,
Shit.
this is how I learned what I'm made of.
Yeah. Exactly.
This tests my mettle.
Exactly. If anything, like you're preaching right now, it's like you have to just continually take baby steps and have faith. And the only thing that comforts you during those baby steps is the faith. Nothing else, because it's scary, man. It's easier said than done.
That's facts, bro.
Our hips, glutes, quads. So what amplifies this is when you cross your leg.
100%.
It's easy to do it this way. This is the white belt move right here. This one is like, what in the name of Christ the King is happening?
Yeah.
What do I do with my feet again on this one? Do I cross them or do I kind of balance?
So same thing, white belt, blue belt. If you cross the feet, you're getting into treacherous waters.
That's insane.
Yep.
I'm hydrating my fascia.
My man.
Oh, brother. Oh, man. Okay. Calves the same thing?
One over the other, perfect, yep.
The calves aren't so bad.
My calves are terrible. You feeling a little stiff or you okay?
I'm feeling good.
Nice. So let's go 90-90s.
Yeah.
Good stuff, dude. You don't even need your hands.
What?
You don't even need your hands, I'm saying.
I'm trying to, because at the beginning I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
lost in space. So yeah, the key is to dig your heels in.
Exactly. I glue them down and move through them. Make sure you keep that right angle. Nice, dude.
A lot of core
Absolutely.
on this one, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Is that the goal, or is it the stretch, or is it both?
I mean, every mobility exercise is a strengthening exercise. So you're gonna feel your core. You should feel your glutes a lot.
Yeah.
The only way to release a muscle is to squeeze a muscle. So
Squeeze some of this.
there you go. And shift your hips forward. That way your front knee comes down, okay? You gotta, yeah. I'm
I
like,
gotta be more like here, not sitting back, dog tilt.
exactly.
Gotta be more.
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, right here. Yeah, it loosens up my lower back stuff too. I mean, you can't do jiu-jitsu without.
Hips.
Yeah, so you're really putting stress on the whole hip and pelvis area, 360.
Yep. The problem is also not consciously moving is gonna put stress in all the wrong places, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this is all good to build awareness of how and what. Really reach for the wall. That way we get a nice stretch through the lats. I'm trying to get as long as I can here. My shoulders towards my eyebrows.
Okay.
Back. Perfect. Nice. Big reach, 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 reach. Did you ever read Art of War by Sun Tzu?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of required reading.
For traders or what?
For going to Wall Street. It's not battle the way you would think it, but there is a dynamic to consultative sales. The ethos of the book is conflict resolution, but along the lines of winning without fighting is the best solution, right? So it puts you in the mindset like, how can you have the best possible solution that the client just says, you know what? Awesome. Do it. So to me, it always kind of spoke about preparedness.
He has like a quote where he's like, we don't rely on the fact that our enemies might not attack. Rely on the fact that we've made our position unassailable. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready, you know what I mean?
To me, the Art of War really just spoke to preparedness and helped me understand where a lot of the quotes were coming from as it would relate to like, all wars are won before the battles are fought, right? You know, but why? Why is that?
Preparedness.
100%. The victorious warrior first wins and then seeks battle. And that's how I always approached Wall Street, is like always figure out and work out whatever scenario could possibly happen and make sure I could defend against it. The thing about Wall Street that most people don't understand is that the goal is to play superior defense. The best speculators play the best defense. You have to make it, but you also have to keep it. And the way you keep it is you have to surrender the positions that aren't working out. And that speaks to ego. Surrender doesn't mean losing, it just means preserving your capital. Oh, these are my favorites.
You know, they say you only lose if you quit or whatever, but that's not super applicable in the markets, huh?
Quitters have more money in their account. Because it's you don't know at the beginning, if I buy a stock at 20 and my exit the positions at 19, I'm risking $1. I don't know in the short run if it's bad luck, bad timing, or bad analysis, especially when I was starting. Now my analysis is good. I have 3.5 decades of experience. But you don't want to think about it in the near term. I never look at my P&L when the trades are on. It's the worst thing you could do. I know that I have a certain spot where I'm going to say uncle, and whether it's bad luck or bad timing, that's where I'm jettisoning.
You like pre-establish your out.
You have to do it, and then you can't think about it. You can't negotiate with that price. If it hits 19, I'm gone. I'll figure out the reason why it went down after when I'm in cash and I can think clearly.
Back. Nice. Toe first.
So glad I hydrated my fascia before this.
Oh, yeah. Good job, brother. Make sure your heels stay heavy. Nice.
Same thing coming back?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's what I think about your bands. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, man.
We'll start with lateral walks.
Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast.
Good base. Drive through the knee.
If you don't have base, you're not doing jiu-jitsu, bro.
That's facts, man. When we get to the end, we go backwards.
Backwards.
No sleep when I met you last night, baby. How you feel?
Good, because that whole thing is not just about strength, it's all balance. For that brief moment, you have no base.
It's finding that nice shift.
Same thing going forward. Strength here, base and balance here.
Hands towards my pockets, big pinch in my back. Hands towards my sides like a T. Big pinch in my back. Try not to let your shoulders hike up towards your neck. We're gonna go 10, then 10. Pull and squeeze. Good. Nice. Pull and squeeze. Relax, relax, relax. Yeah, right there. Good breaths too. Hey, let's get 2 more of each. If I ever feel my ribs poking through my skin, my core's not braced. So supervise that with your hands. I think you're on your 7th. And now we're back on the vibe. Good breath, brother. Oftentimes people struggle keeping a consistent breath, but I feel like yoga's kind of really helped you with that, huh?
It's all in the breath. Otherwise I get dizzy too, because I'm only,
Yeah, 2/3.
I'm 2/3. I'm still 2 times better with 2/3. All right, here we go.
All right.
It's like right here.
That's where you lose it.
If I engage my core,
Yeah.
and I'm right here, max right here.
Press start for me. Gotta get credit for your work, you know what I mean? You feel good?
Yeah.
No dizziness?
No, just guessed. However you want it. It's like this, it's like that. It's like,
Nice, Mike.
is this on chronic? Yeah, rolling into 5-6-2. All right. Hi. You say so.
Pigeon, hip.
The more I think about it, I really come here for the music. The stretching and the pyrotechnics are like extra gravy.
Try to make space between your glute and your heel if you can.
I don't know if
It's
I have that
worse.
trait in my book yet. Yeehaw. Hey, so do I lean forward at the hip or no?
Yes, hinge at the hip.
I want to try to keep this muscle tight.
Yes.
I gotta find that spot. The final stretch. Axie today, bro.
Every day.
I just gotta
You've
get
never walked in here without axie on, dude.
So the other one's like here. Shoulder down, pushing through the elbow.
Yeah.
Posture's good.
Float that wrist damn near.
Yeah. I feel good.
Good job, bro.
I feel posture like I want to tuck my tailbone under more.
Nice.
Be back to the natural curve, because that'll help everything. And it's all about posture and base,
100%.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week, brother. Thank you for
Absolutely.
coming.